everyone, this is Neha Tulshan from Crescent Creation. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're joining me today. In today's video, I'm creating this beautiful slimline card in winter theme using all Lawn Fawn products. I really like how this turned out and I hope you do too. So let's get started. I started with die cutting few white panels using the largest die from the large slimline dies with slider die set from Lawn Fawn. I did all the die cutting off camera to save some time, and now I'm stamping these mountain borders from the over the mountain border stamp set from Lawn Fawn, and now I'm fuzzy cutting it using my scissors. There are three of these layers that I created to complete my scene. One is the mountain border, and the second two are the tree borders that you see me stamping here. I'm using blackout ink from Ink on 3 to stamp these images as I'm gonna Copic color these images. Also, I used Nina Solo White 80-pound cardstock to die cut all these panels to create my layers. I'm using two pieces of post-it tapes to hold these layers together. And then I'll cut off anything excess that's hanging off the background panel. For my last snow layer, I used one of the dies from the Stitched Hillside border dies from Lawn Fawn, and I'm die cutting it using my Sizzix Sidekick. I really like this teeny tiny die cutting machine of mine. I can have this on my work table just beside me and use these to die cut small things, and I don't have to pull out my big die cutting machines. Now that all my layers are ready for my background, let's start coloring. I'm starting with coloring the trees. I'm using G29, G06 and YG06 Copic markers to color the trees. This is one of my favorite color combos when it comes to coloring the Christmas tree. I use flicking motions to color these trees to get those nice brush strokes. This adds a good texture to the trees and makes them look more dimensional. For the trunk of my trees, I'm using E39 and E29 Copic markers. Now for the mountains, I wanted to create brown mountains, so I'm using E29, E39, E35 and E33 Copic markers. I started with E39 and then added E35 to blend that E39. Then came in with my lightest color, that is E33, to blend it all. Then for my second layer, I started with E29, my darkest color, and then followed by E39, E35 and E33 Copic markers. Next I'm coloring the Santa that I stamped from the tiny Christmas stamp sets from Lawn Fawn. All these images are stamped from different stamp sets from Lawn Fawn, and all the items used are listed in the description box below. I'm using E39, E29 and E24 Copic markers as my red combos. I colored the Santa's dress, the raccoon's scarf, and also the Santa's sleigh using these red markers. Well, I did not really want to color the Santa sleigh in red. I wanted it to be brown, but I don't know what I was thinking when I started coloring it, and I just went ahead and colored it all red. And I didn't realize it until after I finished coloring the scarf. And I really didn't want to re-stamp and do the whole coloring. So here is how I fixed it. Just used my E markers as I usually would to color the sleigh. I used E29, E39 and E35 Copic markers, and that gives me a little reddish brown sleigh which I actually liked, and I was happy that I did this. For the Santa shoes, I'm using W9 and W7 warm gray markers, and I used the same warm gray markers to color the Santa's belt. Used E13 and E11 Copic markers to color the Santa's skin. For the most part of the reindeer, I used E29, E39, E35 and E33 Copic markers, and for the rest of the lightest area, I used E13 and E11 Copic markers. Now to color the raccoon, I'm using some warm gray markers. I'm starting with my darkest marker, which is the W7, and adding shadows near the body of the fox, because the fox body, which is in the front for us, will be casting a little bit of shadow on the raccoon's body. And from there I blended the W7 using my W6, and then with W4, and then came in with my W1 Copic marker and fill in the whole image. I'm adding a second layer of all these markers to get a better blend. For the fox scarf, I colored it off camera the similar way as I colored the raccoon scarf, and then I colored the fox using E39, E08, YR18 and YR02 Copic markers. I started with E39, added darker shadows to the lower part of the body wherever I thought it will be dark, and then I blended that with my E08 followed by YR18, and lastly came in with my YR02, which is my lightest marker, to add that nice shiny highlight to Fox's body. Since this image is a little big, I colored this in two halves. I first colored the lower body and now I'm coloring the head part. I really like this color combination for the fox's body, especially the YR02. The beautiful shine that it adds to the fox's body is just amazing. Now I'm using my white gel pen to add some white details like the highlights on all the images, and some polka dot details on the scarf or stripes to the scarves to make them look more interesting. Now for my snowy hills, I did not want them to be all stark white, so I'm using my V01 and V000 Copic markers to add some color to the snow and make them look more dimensional and add more depth to all the snow hills. Now that all the Copic coloring is done, now let's move on to creating the sky. For the sky today, instead of blending it from top to bottom, I wanted it to blend it from center out. So I started with adding my lightest color in the center, which is tumbled glass distress oxide ink. Then I came in with my blueprint sketch and blended both tumbled glass and blueprint sketch distress oxide inks. Notice that I am using circular motions to create my sky here. This will give me a better blend from center to the edges. Now adding faded jeans to the outer edges, going back and forth between the three colors to get a better blend. And lastly, we'll come in with black soot to get that nice dark color sky and give it a nice nighttime winter sky look. Now that my background is ready, I'll put all these layers together and use post-it tapes to tape them together and add snow to the whole background using Glitz Glitter Gel from Gina K Designs. Since I haven't taped these panels together, I need something to hold them while I add the glitter gel using my stencil. So I'm using my Misty here and the bar magnet to hold these panels down, while I will use my snow stencil from Simon Says Stamp to add the Glitz Glitter Gel in iridescent color from Gina K Designs onto this background. Adding a generous layer of gel onto the stencil and trying to spread it evenly using my palette knife to get a even coverage all over. Once done, I'll immediately clean my stencil and my palette knife and also the Misty to make sure that I don't have this glitter gel anywhere, as it's hard to clean the gel once it's dried. I really like how this looked. It adds a nice glitter to the background. At the same time, it looks very subtle. Once my background is dried, I'll start adhering everything using my ATG tool. My card base here measures 3.5 inches by 8.5 inches when folded. I'm using my Misty to help me put the background panel onto the card base. It is just easy to line up things in the corner of the Misty. Now gluing all these snow hills together using double-sided tape. Now all the snow hill layers are glued together except the last one. Before gluing down the last layer, I'm going to stamp my sentiment that reads, "Wishing you and your family." I'm using my Misty to stamp the sentiment and I've stamped it twice to get a crisp image. And since this is not the full sentiment, the other half of the sentiment will be stamped in the inside of the card. I'm using my black pen to add 3 dots, and then I'll glue this last snowy hill to my card panel. Now that my background is ready, I'll start adhering the images to finish my card. I'm starting with gluing down the Santa on his sleigh and his reindeers onto the sky. The Santa and the reindeers come from two different stamp sets. They are really tiny images, and I think it is a really neat idea to combine these images to create the Santa on his sleigh with his reindeers. And I totally copied this idea from day 2 of the Fawny Holiday Week from Lawn Fawn, which was done by the guest designer Divina. I just wanted to make sure I give the credits where it's due. It was a little hard to glue these images on a stencil background, so I used a really strong liquid glue to glue these down and put something heavy on them until they were all dry. Now gluing down my cute critters image on the bottom snowy hill. For the inside of the card, stamping the scripty happy sentiment from Mice on Ice stamp set. Lastly, stamping the sentiment Christmas from Winter Sky stamp set. So my whole sentiment reads, "Wish you and your family happy Christmas." Gluing down those two trees to the inside of the card. Lastly, creating some snow beneath the trees using my Copic markers. I used W1 and B000 Copic markers here. And that's it, my card is ready. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more crafty videos. Let me know in the comments section below what you would like to watch in the future. I love reading and replying to all your comments. Your support means a lot to me. Here are a few more videos that you might like to watch. Thank you for visiting. Have a nice day.